Alright guys, let's take a look at something here so you guys could kind of see what's going on here. Alright, so anyway, we got the brand new switch, as you can see here. Yes sir. So the first thing I'm going to show you here, what I did. Okay, this is the cable for battery number 1. So what I did when I took it off of here, I put tape around it. Okay, because what I didn't want it to happen is for this to touch against anything back here and cause a short of any kind. Okay, so what I did is I put tape around it, and we'll take the tape off now. And this is battery number 1. So all you have to do is look here where it says battery number 1, which is, it has a number 1 right next to it right here. You take this thing off here, take the nut off. Okay. Just like that. And it comes with, I think it comes with like 3 washers or something anyway. But, you know, I'm sorry, it comes with 2 washers. Okay, so you leave the big washer on. You put this right there just like that. And you put your locking washer. You got to make sure you got a locking washer on it, guys. That's just going to hold it in there and not let it come out. All right? And we're just going to put it in there just like that. And we're going to tighten it up. Make sure you tighten it nice and good, okay? That's your number 1. Then we're going to find our battery 2, which is this side here. And we're going to disconnect that one. Okay. Take out your nut. Again, you're going to take off your washer, and you're going to find your second wire. And again, this one I also have taped up, and this is battery 2. And you're going to do the same process to it that you did on the others. Just like that. You're going to hook it up just like that here on your 2. This is the battery switch installation, guys. Okay. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to lock this down. It's going to be a big difference from what I'm going to do here than from what the original guy did that had this boat. Obviously, this McKeecraft has changed dramatically from the time that I bought it to now. And lastly, we're going to take the common wire, which means this is a wire that's going to go to your engine and to everything that that your boat's going to be powering through, that you're going to be able to turn off and on with this switch. So here we're going to have 2 wires. We're going to have one wire that's going to be your motor wire, and the other wire is the one that brings current to all the parts in the boat. Okay, and all right, so this is your here. All right, so this is going to be your motor wire here. So you're going to put that one in first. Okay, just like that. And then you're going to put the other wire in there with your locking washer and your nut. All right. You know, I could have kept running this boat. I could have kept running this boat with the switch the way it was, but you know, I was taking a risk of one day going out there and it breaking in pieces and not starting at all. So I figured that might as well just, now that I'm at it, and it's not that great of a day. You know, these are the type of days that you spend in maintenance. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, guys, I want to make sure that I protect all my electrical components. So I'm going to be using the Corrosion X HD, this one right here, which is a heavy duty anti, rust. Put it all around the inside of it, and this makes it like a coating, okay, where nothing can penetrate the electrical system of this boat. All right, so since I already got the thick coating, you can see how thick that oil is in there. So now the next step is going to be attaching the switch to the pre-existing drilled holes. Okay, so I'm going to stick one here, just like that. All right. You don't want to over tighten them, because what happened the last time was that the original guy that installed this, he over tightened these screws and ended up messing the whole thing up. All right. Let's see here. Should have done that side first, that way I could see where I'm at. Take this out. All right, so that's good right there. Screw this in just like that, and then we're going to put the other one in here. Like that. We're going to get the little washer, and again, we're using lock nuts on this for the reason that we don't want this to come apart. Okay, so and now we're going to tighten that up. Now you don't want to over tighten these screws, guys. You want to tighten them up, but you don't want to over tighten them. because what happens is exactly what happened with the other switch that ended up breaking the case. Okay, when you break the case, guess what happens? You got water leaks. And water leaks, they go in there, and you end up what we had before, poor contact. And when you get poor contact, okay, to see if it worked perfectly. Try off, work. Try 2, work, and then turn it off. Nothing works, perfect. All right, so now we're going to get some of the silicone. This is marine silicone, guys, and we're just going to go over the screw just like that. See, I'm going to cover it up to make sure no water gets in there at all. Okay, and we're going to do the same with the other one here. Screw it up just like that so you get enough of that silicone in there. All right, just right in there. Cover the whole thing up as much as you can. All right, that looks great. All right, so next thing, I want to come around the top. It's kind of just like, so any water that comes around the top, okay, I'm going to get as much as I can in there and get it all around the top, see? And around the sides here. Okay. So it could be completely sealed. Okay. Got a little more there to go. But I want to make sure that the same thing that happened to it the last time does not occur again. All right? That we with any type of water intrusion in here, we don't want it. You know, we want to make sure that everything along the side of this thing is professionally sealed. All right. So let's take a look at our switch now and see how that looks. Let me wipe my hands down because, you know, when you're dealing with silicone in your hands, you're going to get all that stuff in your hands. You got to get it off. So let's take a look at it real quick here. Okay, here we go. So, as you can see, I sealed it completely. All right, and made sure that that screw in here is completely sealed. All the surroundings, I got, you know, enough in there where this thing will not, you know, you won't have like any of the moisture and stuff going in there. And again, you can see how this grease, it's a heavy type grease. It goes on all the screws and all the bolts and everything. and completely seals everything, you know, from any water. All right, guys, as you can see, I put in the new switch. Share, like, and subscribe. Let's go catch some snaps.